Hello guys and welcome to Gran Turismo 7. This is a game I have put many hours on, and this video is in a way a special request from one of my friends. I'll make a video in a couple days of us playing together, but we play this game a lot together, and he wanted me to make some videos on it. So I thought I will be covering the weekly challenges that show up in this game. Um, they appear right up here at the top. Always 5 races. They give decent rewards. Most of them are easy. Some of them are more difficult, but I'm just gonna do generalistic. This is me playing. This is the cars I use. We get into the first one. It is on Willow Springs. I'm kind of indifferent on this track. Can be challenging depending on the cars you use. There are no walls. If you go off the track, you're gone basically. But it still is fun. It's kind of short. There is no limit for this. Sometimes I'll just use more powerful cars. Other times I just try to find one I enjoy. I think for this race, other ones that let me use whatever I think I need. Ferrari F40. I've done some upgrades to it. Show you my settings sheet. Pretty general suspension. I'm using racing sauce, medium downforce, and all the tuning very fun to drive. All right, let's get into the race. I play in the first person view mainly because I have a wheel. The most realistic version I can get. It's what fits my comfort. I know for viewing, generally, third person is better. Just let me know what you think in the comments, and I might change things up to fit the recording better. We're doing fairly good so far, trying to keep things a clean race, not hitting the other cars. This isn't going to be hard, especially if any form of decent. A bit wide there. Corners tight again. Trying to stay in second. Don't want to lose control in front. This tighter corner. I'm not trying to make any crazy moves on these slow vehicles corners because I know the straight is coming up. Find an opportunity then. It was short, but it was enough. We got another long straight. Little bend, don't want to get off track. A long straight. This is a small map. Not really conducive to fast vehicles. We're just having fun. Corner. You can, on this map, cut corners pretty aggressively. The main thing in this game in general, as long as you keep 2 wheels on the track, you are considered within track bound. So you can be a little bit aggressive certain corners without worrying about getting penalties or anything. There are no penalties in this specific race, but just in general, good rule of thumb is keep half your car on the track and you're within. As it's getting dark, it is getting hard to see where the track is. Action there. Corner. Stay in second for this bend, and full throttle to the finish. That was weekly challenge 1 completed. The the clean race bonus and our first ticket. Move on to the next one. All right, race 2 is on Dragon Trail. Looks like we're gonna have to get a specific car. I don't know if I have that. I don't. I'll grab that car real quick and I'll be right back. All right, I got the car now. It was in the used auto shop. So I'm not just going to race it unmodified. So I'm gonna go find a livery for it, put some upgrades on it, and I'll be right back. All right, I have found a nice livery for the car. It's a motorsport inspired one. I kind of liked it. I've also done a decent tune on it. I found online. That's where I get most of my just to perform with the power. There was a lot of upgrades I could do to this. I was very surprised. But yeah, let's get into it. Again, we're on the small variant of this map. It's fine. Usually the big one is reserved for very fast. And I do enjoy... Dragon Trail is one of my more favorite maps, and I've enjoyed every layout of it. This one can be very fun still, just because it's quite windy. This car is a bit different than what I'm used to. Front wheel drive, but I mean it performs quite well. I mean, all these that we're racing against are stock, and so of course it's going to be easy throwing all those upgrades on. Now, play this game to have fun, not necessarily for a challenge of time. Yeah, this car, it handles pretty well. I do notice the differences in the acceleration and braking with it being front wheel drive. But I mean, the more you're used to, the more familiar you'll be with any car. So I like driving different things, doing these races, driving different cars. It stretches me a little. Gets me to try and get comfortable more than I'm used to. Yes, I do play with the braking assists just because, again, I just try to play this game to have fun. I probably don't need them. It just helps me when I'm maybe distracted. I don't just go flying off the track. May turn them off just to practice and get used to it. There was a while where I was doing the credit grinds where you'd play for 30 minutes to an hour straight, and I'd be watching a YouTube video while I'm racing, and when I'm doing that, I'm not wanting to pay attention to braking zones. But I just leave them on for everything else. You know what? After this race, I think I'm going to turn them off, see how well it goes. I should learn to drive in this game without the tools and assists. This is being a quick little 3-lap. And the more I'm driving this car, it is very, very stable. Handles really well. Definitely will see myself picking it in the future. Not extremely fast, but it's quick. In the right environment, it definitely. But final lap. Doesn't look like lap any of the other cars. Sometimes it happens, especially when they do not give a performance points limit, and they allow you to use insane things. You end up lapping cars, which is its own challenge. Racing around slower vehicles is not easy. You're not allowed to drive the optimal one. Carry momentum into that corner as much as possible. Not too much. Very fine line. Yeah, it's definitely on a track like this where it has those big curves, where what I was saying about you can be aggressive on how much you go off the track definitely comes in. As you can see, just shaving off a little bit of time on my laps. I need to go as wide and as tight as possible around the corners. Range corner square. You can still find your curve in it. Alright, we barely beat my lap time, but we did. Alright, on to the next one. Still got my clean race bonus. Alright, race number 3. It's on the Tokyo Expressway. We're using Vision Gran Turismos, specifically 850 performance points or less. We got 5 laps. This one will be more of a challenge, but I think we'll have it. Let's see what car we're going to be using. I think this track has a lot of straights. The Porsche CGT does quite a good straight line speed. So does the Peugeot. Peugeot's a little bit overpowered, so I definitely have to use racing hard. So I think I will just use the Porsche. Not the best around corners, but it is very, very fast in the straight line. And as you can see, this track has straight lines. Here we go. And it's night 2, of course. So this car is electric. There's no shifting. I was braking it. I'll do it in a minute. But because it's electric, a little heavy, so it doesn't take corners super well, but it has that horsepower. Just being able to take off. But you do have to really slow down for corners. But I think the gamble will pay off. This is also a tight track, so passing is not super simple. Just try and keep that clean race bonus, so no contact with other cars, and preferably no contact with the wall. Still gotta brake a little bit on those turns. Mercedes. Ooh. That's close. Hit bottom. Maybe. Brake extra hard. Take this corner real tight. Didn't slow down enough. Go in the pit lane. Well, it worked out. May have lost my clean race there, but you know. Car is so heavy on the brakes. Another straight. Sneak it past. Oh, there goes that clean race for sure now. I still am going to try and drive safely. Do practice. brake very hard there. I'm gonna say that so many times just because it's the prominent thing I'm noticing with this car. We're up to second. Once I get to first, I'll probably do a little cut or maybe a time lapse or something just to go through the last few laps of this race, because it's gonna just be the same thing over and over again. And of course, first place is same vehicle. No wonder. Fairly certain. Yeah, that is. Ooh. Out of the wall. Actually, no, I'm in third. I thought I was in second for some reason. I'm in third. That car's in second. I wonder who first place are there. Chase for the first place. Oh, okay. First place is that new Genesis and the cover car of this track, of course. I remember driving that one and feeling similar thoughts. It's fast, but it's heavy. Because of that, it's not very fun to drive. Finish this lap out, and then it's the last few. We're on the last lap now. I'm gonna leave this one in just to see if I can beat my final time. Does not look like I'm going to be able to beat it. That last lap I locked in super hard. I dumped a couple walls on before. Got that braking zone down. Didn't get better lap, but that did get a good one. Yeah, no clean race bonus, unfortunately. But all right, challenge 4 is on Lake Maggiore. I think that's how you say it. We have to use a Ferrari and 700 performance. Look. do have this Enzo Ferrari. I want to say I did tune this one for 700 less. So stick with this one. Back to a car with gears, and I have turned off braking zones, so I might not do as well as normal, but I'll get used to it. We are, if I remember correctly, I do enjoy this track. It is a little bit different. The car you drive definitely impacts how well things go. It is a fun track. Lots of ups and downs. Elevation changes. Those are always fun. That inside cut. Clean pass. Brake a little earlier there. Got a long straight before hard braking zone. Brake, let off a little bit, yeah. Go down. That section is known in this game for airplanes being made. Brake a little bit early. Next time. Goes through. This turn is a little deceptive because I feel like you should be able to get on the gas, but you brake again because it gets sharper. Stay in third. Oh. Let's brake right. Ooh, that's not fortunate. That group just caught the grass a little bit and fully lost control. That probably did away that, fortunately, but back in it. I was going for a bit of how can this car handle that braking without considering the cars in front of me, which maybe once I get into first I'll be able to test the limit. Ooh, I forgot about that. A little bit rough and rusty not having the braking zones on, but definitely something I need to learn. Mark that a little bit, yeah. Straight. Let off the gas and brake it up. Honestly, might be able to brake even later, just coasting down it like I did. Carry a bit more momentum. Here's that one deceptive corner. Want to upshift the speed, but then you got to downshift again for that second corner. Got that better. I don't know if it's perfect. Still got to climb up a few more places. Forgot about that braking. Got distracted just a little bit. completely hit the wall. I'll get the hang of it. A couple more laps, though, for sure. Coming up on 3rd and 2nd. Ran for broke a little bit later, let the hill help me. I pass these two cleanly. Extra hard. Hard inside line. Alright. We are in first now. I'm just going to lock in and try and finish this. Last lap. Finally get this done. Still not perfect. Hurt. Won't be fast. We'll try and end this race out strong. Looks like we're gonna lap someone. Encouraging. Dino. Pretty car. Slow car. Still a Ferrari though. There we go. I did get a fastest lap. Probably no clean race bonus. Yeah, no clean race bonus. It was to be expected. We are doing the final challenge of this week on our weekly races in Gran Turismo. It is the World Touring Car 800 at Suzuka Circuit. We are using the Nissan R92 CP. 10 laps with fuel and tire consumption. See how it goes. because I'm not using braking zones and because this one's probably going to be a little extra long, I am not going to give much commentary. Get things around in the edit for you. Alright, we made it to first in less than half of the time. I am going to try and do a no pit run, being as I hopefully have enough fuel for. Just got managed tires already, creating a little bit. And like the rest of them are pitting. Probably could pit if I really wanted to. Don't need to. But I definitely would make the best of this a little bit easier. I will stick to it. Practice driving. Be a better driver. I generally try and go for no pit runs. Because if you're able to pull off the no pit, the AI will always take a pit. Always split up the laps. At least one pit. Even though it's a challenge driving on deteriorated tires and low fuel economy, you are almost guaranteed to win just because you aren't wasting the time in the pit, whereas it saves that much time. The reward is absolutely final lap. Hold it together. Lapped over half the pack. Still missed that turn. Tires are deteriorated. There's a ton of stubble. Hitting the braking zone. But the rest of the lap is pretty much subconscious for me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, seeing as I'm still missing some braking. It would be pretty awesome if I can lap way up. At least podium again. So you get double podium. Oh. You see that pack far behind. I think I'm actually be able to do it. We'll see. No, I'm not. I got distracted. I was looking at the map. Go for it. Perfect. First. There have been some races I've done where I have actually lapped all the way through first place. Very satisfying. There we go. That was all 5 of the week's challenges. As you can see for me, they'll reset in 2 days or whatever, but by the time this video comes out, I'll probably already be trying to get into the flow of doing these kinds of videos. We'll open all my tickets. I know all the ones from the event were just cash tickets, but we do have that daily workout ticket. All right, let's see what we get. I'll take the car. I already have it, I think. And sell it at the June. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.